Hi, I'm Lucas Crossover. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hello, I'm Salotto, and join us on Shark Stream.
Hey guys, I'm Federic Horst. Join us on the Shark Stream.
I'm Christina Tkach. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hey guys, it's Jason Short. Join us on the Shark Stream tonight.
I'm John Moore. Join me on the Shark Stream.
Joey hit the lights, Bobby grabbed the mic, chicken calling at you from the other side. Shark Stream, going live. You're about to enter water, only sharks survive. In 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys, we are back, and let's give Alex Goodson his game. It's 5-5, so now it's a reach to 4, and they're playing BCA. Alex scratched on the break, so Rebecca had ball in hand, and it looks like she decided to take the high balls. Yeah, it was a good choice because that 3 ball is locked up. Rebecca's trying to run this rack here to pull her ahead by 1 rack.
Want to double check and make
Yeah,
sure.
no, that's cool.
I'm gonna go get a couple drags. Be right
Yeah,
back.
go ahead. I'm good. Rebecca's going to try to draw this 14 ball so she can play the 9 next. A little bit of draw. Baby that, but she still made it. Good shot by Rebecca. Did you guys see the one pocket between Lee Van Corteza and Fedor? The end was that mental. No, I missed that one, actually. I watched so many with the ones we streamed. I did hear about the Fedor winning in 9 minutes. Rebecca lost to Josh Roberts. Played really good. So a bunch of different stuff. Are you leaving?
Works.
All right. Thank you. All right, Rebecca needs to get around that 7 ball. She has a good chance here to finish the rack out. She's going to hit some high English to get this cue ball down here so she can play the 13 in the corner. So she just got to make this in the corner, in the side, and just roll the cue ball up, not too hard. And again, Rebecca's one of the best female players we have in the state. That's a good try right there by Becca. She's an APA 7. And she's been playing a lot of cash games the last couple of weeks trying to improve her game. So kudos to her for giving the effort here. All right, Alex at the table. Got a pretty open rack except for this 3 ball. And he might even hit it right here. If he does, he's going to be very fortunate. He is. That's a great shot by Alex. And now the 3 ball does have a pocket. But unfortunately, look at this. How cool can the pool world be? And unless he can see this 2 ball, which looks like he might be able to, the 3 ball almost got him. And he made a nice shot right there on that 3 ball. Someone streamed it. Check it out when you get a chance. Unlucky Becca. I definitely will. Lee Van Corteza yesterday. And he's a great player, world champion as well. Lee Van's awesome. And I got to look at my brackets as well and see if Lucas Casaverna, when is he playing? All right. So that's a miss by Alex, but leaving Rebecca a really, really difficult shot here. Got to work it out for her for sure. See what we got here. Good effort. It's going to leave him a pretty tough shot as well. Got some 10 o'clock matches here. I don't see Lucas's name as of yet. Still looking. It's a swing and a miss, but again, he's going to leave me tough here. You don't have your tablet, do you, Brian?
Sorry?
You have your tablet?
Yeah, it's on your left. On your left.
Oh, awesome. Trying to find it. Maybe you can help me out. Find Lucas. See if he's playing.
Let's find Lucas.
And I don't know if he's playing tonight, but it looks like everybody has a round 4 match tonight, but I just haven't seen his name yet. So maybe he's not. I see Fedorov's playing tonight.
Take a peek.
Christina DeKoch is playing Kevin Guimond, and it's not in progress yet. So maybe after this we can catch that. Christina played out of here, and Kevin plays out of here. So
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
yeah, I mean that might be a good one too. Right, that's a good stroke there by.
He's not listed on that page right now.
He's not, huh? Okay, so he must not be playing. That's amazing. Look at all the round 4s. There's a lot of round 4s, man.
Oh, good Lord, yeah.
All right, so he's not listed.
Pretty
on
much
the
all
page.
40 tables in the house.
Yeah, Jason Shaw is playing right now on table 9. We've got to find out what tables Christina playing on. Christina DeKoch. Kevin Guimond. All right, that's a miss there by Alex. Rebecca's pretty much straight in here. Got a little bit of an angle, but she should just be able to stop this ball and make the 13, and the 8 ball's right there. Table 6. All right, and oh no, he's playing Ogle catch. I'm sorry, he's playing the dad. The dad. Good player as well, but I think we want to watch Christina. No offense.
No, not intended, but you know,
She's a great player. All right, Rebecca's going to draw this ball a hair or 2. Going to play the 8 ball.
I'm refreshing the page.
Fires at it. Nice shot. So all she got to do now is make this 8 ball. Left herself a little bit tough on the rail.
Oh, it's Oleg on 6. Yeah, okay, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, that's a swing and a miss by Becca. That could come back to get her. And don't forget, Rebecca is probably not as used to playing on table 8, maybe as Alex is. Definitely probably used to the tight pockets more than your average person. Rebecca does play on it once in a while, so she's a little comfortable with it, but you can see she missed that pretty bad there. She could have been thinking about it, if you know what I mean. You know, if Patch was signed for WTN, I know Federer has, but with AB sanctions, I don't think can play. Federer Timbo, I don't think she has, and that's a big thing that people are talking about, you know. And husband and wife playing in different sanctioned events.
That's interesting.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, it's okay, obviously, you know, but the travel schedule, you know what I mean? That just makes it so much. Or they're not husband and wife, but you know, Pia Filler and Joshua Filler are married, and I think they might be going through the same thing as well. It's going to be interesting. All right, going to follow this forward here for the 3. And it's pretty solid here. It's got to make this ball. 8 balls right there. Not going to scratch, so it's got to not foul on the 8 ball. All right, there it is. All they got to do is reverse cut this, and he's going to take the lead. No gimme on the 4-incher, though. And he's looking at it right now. He's got a reverse cut. Cue ball is going to want to come back and forth and come towards that corner pocket. But if he hits the rail at a point, it's going to bounce out. He hits it. Got to hit straight in this hole. The hole. And he hits it nice, and if he hit that cue ball an inch harder, he's going to scratch. But he is now up 6-5.
Just the right ball speed.
Yeah, I can see both of them having to miss events just so they can hang out a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, it's a weird situation what's going on, and I see Matchroom is definitely putting the money up. I mean, they got a Premier League coming. You saw Premier League's coming to Jason's room, 100,000. So they got the top 16 players in the world, 100,000. That means they're all going to get guaranteed money for showing up with a nice purse of like 30,000 for winning. I mean, and Matchroom's putting in the money, man, and they're trying to support all the pros. So it's going to be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see.
WPT, I don't know. I think they kind of blundered a little bit. It certainly reminds me of the whole situation with the PGA, and then they finally reunified and made amends. But Matchroom saw an opportunity and seized it.
Nick Marino, what's up, man? Just want to give you guys a quick reminder. Share the stream out there. We're only about 50 people right now. We usually do a little better than that. I know it's late on a Friday night, but let's share the stream. We got a good match. Rebecca's not going to quit on you, I promise you. She's going to play hard, and it looks like she might be at a break. He's what he's doing here is he's looking at his arm, trying to make sure his arm is straight. So yeah, it looks like Rebecca is in the bathroom. So he's going to wait.
Oh, yes.
Snooker and darts. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it just seems to be something that happens when, a monopoly gets a little mismanaged, then they just start fractioning off, and then next thing you know, there's another power player in there. Matchroom seems to be making that move.
So just to give you guys a food for thought here, mash through the table right now, going into 9-ball. Joshua Filler has a 209.8. Jane Van Boning a 189.8. And Fedor Gorse a 179.8. This is going to come down to the last finals 4.
It's going to see who goes furthest on 9-ball.
Yeah. Yep. All right, back at the table.
All 15 on the same side of the table. It's going to make for some interesting traffic play here.
Yeah, Alex didn't make anything on the break and didn't spread them that well. So there's a swing and a miss. This is a messy rack right now. Darts, they have started a rival tour and put the others out of business.
That's what happens.
Yeah, I mean, they are.
You get cozy in your Monopoly and start throwing your weight around. Somebody else says, you know what? If you're not happy, come over here. And people do.
Well, here's the thing, too.
People signed in December for the Matchroom tour.
Yeah, and then, I mean, the dart players are making more money than they've ever made.
The dart players are killing it. They're filling arenas.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, I love playing darts, and I stink at it, but I love playing it. But it's one of the more exciting things you can do if you're just sort of flipping around. If you can't find any good pool, tune in for some of these European darts tournaments. They are
packed,
nuts.
Yeah.
They're nuts.
They're like Moscone Cup. Becca's getting 3 games, but they're already up. So Josh is actually kicking her butt right now, 6-2. But Rebecca can definitely pull it together. She needs to beat them 4 of the last 7, so she can put it together. She was in every game, just didn't quite finish it out.
That's crazy. I didn't know Matchroom was actually PDC's, company. But that would be amazing if they could do the same thing for pool, because it's.
Well, that's what she says she's going to do.
She's going to do the same thing for pool, bring it to the mainstream, put some money in there, get some sponsors.
That's exactly what she's trying to do.
That's fantastic.
And
I tell you what, there's nothing more crazy exciting than when you see some dude, or woman, I guess, make an 8-darter. Like 180 is a big deal. 100, they go crazy. Michael Buffer style crazy. But then if somebody throws an 8-darter, it's like the place loses their minds. It's absolutely insane.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting. It's just similar to pool. Everybody plays it. Some people are better than others, but listen, to be the top in the world, we feel the pool players should be getting paid their compensation. So
they should be making a nice living.
Yeah, for sure.
Best at their craft.
It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Well, that's just it. The other thing that's going to happen is if you see Matchroom do for pool what they did for darts, you're going to see a whole lot more players coming out of the woodwork that are just grinding them and hustling and doing their thing.
Yep.
Because there's going to be that sponsorship money out there. There's going to be that notoriety, that fame, and let's face it, that loot.
Well, she did a story on 60 Minutes, and they asked her straight up, they said, what do you think about all this gambling and stuff that's going on? She says, it's okay. She said, let them do it. She says, in time to come, they're going to be making so much money that's going to take care of itself.
Yeah.
Like if you're making, $250,000.
If you're grinding out that rent.
Yeah, you don't need to grind out the rent.
You know what I mean? You just go to the tournaments, play your game, try to become the best of the best.
Yeah, mind you, there'll be a lot of people still gambling and stuff, but
oh God, yes.
for the majority of it,
ingrained in the game as fighting as to hockey. I mean, you're not going to get rid of gambling, but it will take the grind out of it a little bit, I think.
They were both on 60 Minutes. Shane was on 60, so was I don't know why I just draw a blank, but no, she was on it as well. She was on 60 Minutes as well, different time. But that was a good interview with Shane as well. Right back with the rattle there.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, I gotta say. Just I didn't know
Emily Fraser.
I didn't know the history of Metrim.
So Emily Fraser, yeah. If you want to Google the interview, Emily Fraser.
I'm gonna look up that 60 Minutes interview. I'm gonna look up
Shane's too.
Yeah,
Shane's,
absolutely. Checking out, because if they've successfully done this with darts and snooker, I got so much hope.
Oh yeah,
that they're gonna just take WPT and.
Yeah. She said in her interview, it was hilarious. She goes, I can't believe it. I went to the U.S. Open and they're all wearing jeans and we have to professional this event up, and she's doing big things. She's doing big things.
Tell you what, you start getting them paid, they'll buy better clothes.
It was part of Shane. So there you go. Yeah, thank you. I knew it was. I definitely saw her on there. I didn't know it was.
Okay. So same airing, but different participants.
Yeah. So you can go on.
I'll definitely check that out on YouTube.
Definitely.
That's awesome. So yeah, like I was just starting to say, if these guys start making some professional money, I'm sure they'll dress the part.
Well, they already are. They already are. And she's right though. The gambling scene will dilute, and people still gamble that want to gamble, but there's going to be a lot less of it because again, you don't need to grind out that rent money. So it's going to be a little.
Gambling is supplemental income. If you don't need it, why not go up to the hotel room, get a nice little nappy, and maybe no more need for the nickname Teen No Sleep. You can actually just go make a living.
Yep. Actually, you know what? Let's fix this because everybody's asking this question here. We're going to fix this.
We just got to make sure we remember on the go to the PTZ.
There we go. Just missed there. Again, Rebecca might be a little off on this table 8 here. She's definitely. It's as comfortable we've seen her.
She definitely seems a little bit. I don't know if the word is off, but she doesn't like. She's worried about making the shot as opposed to just banging it in the center of the cup.
Yep. Again, Allison's a good player. You can see he's got a good stroke. He has played on table 8 several times. He's got a nice snooker if he wants to just draw that 3.
If he just wants to poke it, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what he's going to do. He's just going to poke it to the rail. He doesn't want to leave Rebecca the 15. That's a good shot right there. Rebecca's got a pretty easy hit here if she goes to the side rail. If she can get by the 4 or 5 and just leave the cue ball at the bottom rail. But I don't know if she has enough to get by it.
The UK friend saying that's what SVB was saying in that segment anyway. He doesn't gamble because he doesn't need to.
Yeah.
He can live on the purse.
Yep. Yeah, he's a top money maker for sure. We're doing the math because don't forget, guys, these guys that have contracts in sports, whether it's football, basketball, or even billiards, when they win an event, they're getting a swing and a miss by Rebecca. Just missed. But they get bonuses from their sponsors when they win events too. So not only are they making their purse, they're making additional money.
Incentive money from the actual sponsorships. Money, absolutely.
Because obviously the sponsors benefit when they win, and they benefit when they win.
It's all about exposure, advertising, bringing the
absolutely
eyeballs to the products.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's one of those things you get if you get the right spot. I mean, look at NASCAR.
Yeah, absolutely.
Think about it.
Absolutely, for sure, for sure.
So that's where the money is.
Yeah,
You can't afford to be crashing a $250,000 car every other week unless somebody's backing you.
absolutely. Okay, so he hit that not the way he wanted to. It's going to be tough to get on this.
Yeah, the two is going to be a little unreachable.
Yeah, he wanted to be straight here, but he can definitely plow into the rail and go back. But got to avoid all the plethora of balls on this side of the table.
Yeah, Bob, we just fixed that. I mean, they're using the flipboard. They got the games on the wire out on the physical rail, but as advertised, there's 3 games wait. That's all you need to know. So Rebecca's 1-2, and Alex is 1-6 so far.
Pretty much self-explanatory right there, right?
It is now.
Yeah. And some Formula One cars that crash every week. Yeah, I'm sure they do. All right, Rebecca here with a chance to pull a little closer. She's got to get position for the 14 to get position for the 11. Just does want to be close to the rail here. A little more speed than you think. And that's a little too much speed here.
She got a little zippy.
Yep. It's going to be a lot more difficult now.
She wanted to stay and get that 14 on the side.
Yeah, definitely.
A very cuttable shot in the corner. And if she does miss, she wants to hit it with the right speed to block that corner from the 2 ball.
And she can definitely make that 14 here. And the question is, can she get back past that 8 to play the 11?
Like I said, I think I'm playing this 2 ways.
Yeah. Tried to play safe. Nice shot, Rebecca. Smart play right there. Leave him a tough shot on the 3, on the 2. And then even if he makes it, it's going to be real
He ain't
tough.
going to see the 3 anytime soon because it's
Yeah.
going to kick off the 11 and go left.
Yeah, so he's going to try to play safe. He's trying
I
to
think
leave
he's
her.
going to play it right back at her.
Yeah, put her at the bottom rail. Just like so. Becca's got a clean shot, though.
Clean shot the 11,
Stop.
followed by a clean shot on the 14. That was a total blunder. Without being unkind.
And that's what makes Rebecca so dangerous. She's such a smart
She's
player.
patient, smart.
Yeah. Yep. By the way, if you want something a bit zippier than 2 idiots, 1 table, or English friend Mark, what does that mean? Mark, yeah, I know what you're talking about, the announcer guy. Oh, nice shot, Rebecca. Let's give her a boom for that. Center pocket.
All right, Mark, we'll keep that in mind. Thanks for clearing it up. We had a guy in here from YouTube that had just 8 consonants as his name. I'm like, YouTube guy I can't pronounce.
Is it possible to submit a 2-person matches and list matches to Fargo? Yes, you're supposed to do that, Jim. You're supposed to be doing that. Oh, Rebecca drew this a little too much. It's going to be really tough to make this ball here.
Hey.
But this is makeable here. All she has to do is cut it in. She wants to hit pocket speed, so it blocks a 2 in case she misses. No fear of scratching here as long as she hits this behind us, and she knows that. But she's a good enough player when she's not going to draw this ball. Speed here is the key.
That's how we like it.
Wow. So she hit that a little low and she fired that. And look at the replay. And I'm shocked that she did that. So she was trying to draw that to the side rail, and I don't think she had enough of it. Great shot to make, but unfortunately goes in right in the pocket.
Yikes.
So he wins that rack. BCA does not get spotted, but I'm not going to tell him the rules.
Oh, that's an automatic loss. Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime the 8 ball gets pocketed, but you don't lose on a scratch though. She could have scratched, not made it. It's not a loss.
It's not a loss. But
yeah, but she's supposed to spot it. But again, we're here just to.
we're just commentators.
Yeah,
and not
we're
refs.
just commentating. And again, Rebecca's off a little bit. I can just tell she's not playing the top of her game. It could be table 8. It could be something else. But
Mark, to clarify, what we call an action match to avoid any kind of unsightly entanglements a little bit. A two-man tournament or two-person tournament. So if you're talking about that when we're talking two-person tournament, we're insinuating that there's a tournament that two people entered, both had an entry fee, and they have a prize pool. But read between the lines is all I'm suggesting. We do have Scotch doubles tournaments, but we'll call those Scotch doubles or Scotch doubles matches, where two players on each team alternate each shot. All right, Alex is up to 7. Okay.
He needs 2. Rebecca needs 4. She got to work it out for her. Again, she's been in every game. She missed an 8. She scratched on an 8. Just
That was a much better break.
How you doing, Cameron? Oh yes, it's definitely possible. And Jim, you're supposed to be doing the 2 list matches to Fargo. Maybe you're not, but you definitely should be. You should have the app, and anytime you play, you both should be submitting the score to Fargo. 100%. All list matches supposed to run through Fargo. Of course, all of them don't, and we're not going to make you pay, but we do want to try to promote Fargo rates and get them matches up. And of course, Salotto being our sponsor, we're trying to work together with them. You know what I mean? Bobby, 8-ball matches, you've got to stay away from the Aramith out. They will look like the 8-ball. Well, next week we're going to have the gray cloth, so we'll see how they look on there.
Well, I know what you're saying. Wow.
I'm good, Cameron. Hope all is well. I mean, I don't have any issues with the black balls. You tell or no? Or does it bother you? I mean, occasionally the 2 and the 8 will get me a little confused, but at the 2, the 12 or the 10 or whatever that ball is.
I haven't actually had any issues with the stripes mixing in with the 8 any more than I would have with the white balls mixing in with the cue ball.
Gotcha.
I just still have my concerns about the pink 4 and the black 5 or purple 5. As always,
not letting that go, huh?
I am never going to let that go. They should have let the 4 be the purple, and if they're going to change orange to something else, change that one.
Have you wrote a letter to them yet, or
strongly worded letters on many offenses? I mean, I have a campaign.
I'm sure you get a lot of people signing that petition. Definitely at least 50-50.
At least the people that follow our broadcast, and I'm in the booth.
Yeah. All right, Becca's going to try to stun this and stop it for the 2 ball. Again, in a tight pocket, so it's a tough shot here.
It'll be funny. Let's say they actually listen, and they switch the 4 and the 5. The 4 goes back to purple, and the 5 goes to pink. What's going to happen for the next year? It's like when you start writing checks or writing the date in 2024 on January 1st, and be like, oh, what the hell? I can't. Oh, that's the 5 ball now. Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly.
They just messed. It's like so far they just kind of got to lean into it. If they actually fix it now, it'd be completely confusing.
I agree, but I think he actually we had Aramith, who's our sponsor, on the Shark Stream, and we were talking to him, and they had a set. They were going to switch. They were going to make the
4 purple again,
4 purple, and they were going to make the 5 a different color, like a little different. So it is. They just never pulled the trigger.
Never pulled it. No. Well, no matter what they do at this point, if they leave them alone, people are going to complain. If they change them again and put the 4 back to purple and change the 5 to something else, people are going to complain. So they're just screwed if you do, screwed if you don't. One way,
So you're learning a lot by being on the Shark Stream, huh? You can't please the whole.
You cannot please everybody.
You cannot. Oh, look at that shot by Rebecca. Check out this shot. That was a fantastic cut. Doesn't have the greatest position, but check out the 6-ball.
That's hysterical. One of the greatest heckles I've seen at Moscone was someone shouting "purple 4" when someone was about to shoot the 5. There's a million people. Like there's a huge. What was? Oh, I'm blanking on the fella's name, and he was basically in a set match, and he lined up on the 5 instead of the 4.
Oh yeah, that was the young kid.
Yeah, I know.
Against Shane Van Boning at the U.S. Open.
Yep.
That was a huge deal.
And as soon, he made the 5 ball. Problem is, the next ball was the pink 4 ball. So
he played position for the wrong ball, and he made the wrong ball.
He played the wrong ball. Cost him the set, I think.
It did. Absolutely did.
And of course, as soon as he's getting up after this, shooting the 5-ball illegally, and
yes,
getting
Joey.
ready to,
Joey, what's his last name? Come on.
yeah,
Why am I drawing a blank? Joey. It's the whole family they're all pool players.
yeah. There's at least 3 of them out there.
Yeah, they're.
Darn it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Listen, we've been here.
I've been
11
here,
hours.
Yeah, we've been here 11 hours already.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a legendary clip on YouTube. Joey Tate, you got
Joey
it.
Tate, the Tate family.
I knew it was a tiny short name, but I wasn't sure which one. And then you see, I think it was Shane walking up, and he's like,
It was the USO on the TV table.
just walked right up on the TV table. And he's like, "I'm sorry, you shot the wrong ball."
Yeah. The referee was actually right there for her.
Ouch.
And then the debate was, what should he have told him? No, you're in the World Championship or the U.S. Open Championship for $50,000 for a chance that would make your career.
There's
It's
2 schools of thought. There's sportsmanship suggests you would get up and say, "I'm sorry," but here's the thing: you're playing, to your just now point, you're playing for a lot of money. And quite frankly, if I was to get up and tell you that your fly is open when you're getting ready to open a shot up, that would be considered incredibly rude, and you're breaking up my system. So absolutely, you don't say anything. You can't say anything. It's just the way it is.
Yep.
It's like, stupid joke I made earlier, shouting Baba Booey when someone's in their backswing in a golf tournament. You don't do it.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it was a rough match, and yeah, Joey Tate was playing fantastic that whole event, and there was murmurs about him, maybe getting in the finals, and unfortunately,
Just made it.
shaved the wrong ball, and
Just make one mistake sometimes, and that's just the way it is.
well, Lucas lost three rounds, and he made one mistake in the last 2 tournaments.
Yeah.
He literally made one mistake and lost 3 rounds.
Not a forgiving game, especially against these class.
We got a good one here, Jonathan Hennessy for Nick DeLeon. You can go watch on Windows Open. And Lucas knocked Nick DeLeon into the 1-loss side. So Nick DeLeon's on his tournament life right now. Becca with the swing and a miss there.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking. That wasn't Fisher, was it? I can't remember. Mark is saying, yeah, it's like when that lady got the ball out of the pocket against Corey and it touched the cue ball because they weren't return pockets, they were drops, and accidentally brushed the cue ball. Boom, foul.
But there's a couple like that. So there was one.
If it's me,
there was one of the. He didn't play Mora. He played Nora.
and yes,
Yeah, he did win. Yeah, was a Mora from Canada. It was Nora. He's another professional. But yeah, I mean, it happened to David Alcady in the Moscone Cup. He hit the ball dead center pocket with the spin.
Dead center pocket, and a half second later, it just chucked it right out again.
Spin right out.
It bounced right off the top of the ball that was already pocketed, and it said, "Hey, here I'm back." That was a crazy clip.
How about this one? The girl makes the 9 ball. The cue ball still rolling. She walks around to help the referee get the balls out of the pocket. Therefore, she touches the ball while the cue ball is in motion. It's a foul. The ball gets spotted and she loses the rack.
Well,
That's happened in the pro event as well.
well.
Not to mention when they
I
touch,
feel bad, but
when they
rules are
touch the
rules,
cue,
man.
and not to mention when the cue ball is rolling and then they touch it.
They're
Yeah,
paying
when they
someone to
even
go
know.
out and caretake the table. I understand you want to be courteous and polite and nice and all that stuff, but that's the rules, and you know the rules. Let's go back to your seat. Let somebody else take care of the table.
All right, Alex looking pretty smooth here.
Yeah, he's looking great. You cursed him. Way to go, Papa.
That's good. That's a good thing. Let's go, Rebecca.
Go back. Go back.
Go, Rebecca. All right, I think Rebecca should just play this 5-ball, miss it. Just wants to make it, hang it in the pocket. Don't make it. Just make it into the rail, bounce here, and sit anywhere over here. Not over here. Anywhere over here. Yeah, she does. All right, guys, thank you for joining us on this Friday night. You got Bobby Hilton, Brennan in the booth. You got 60 people watching. We enjoy you guys and appreciate you guys. coming to the Shark Stream and checking us out.
I think she heard you. I think you wanted him to go a little further down the
A
rail.
little closer, but she had the
concept.
right idea. Yeah,
Right idea.
absolutely. And she is a little off today, I can tell. A little off her game. Yeah, absolutely. Making a living, that makes a big difference when you gotta pay your bills. Makes a big difference. And I mean, you're talking life changing. You win the U.S. Open, it's life changing. Yes, it's life changing for Joey Tate, but it's life changing for Shane too, because he could have been the first 6-time winner of the U.S. Open. So
there's that possibility. But then the other thing is, like, if you win a title like that, the next year comes around, your sponsors come to you, and you're like, hey, I'm kind of a big deal now.
Yeah, absolutely.
That changes not just the amount of purse you get, it changes your clout overall.
It changes your net worth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, Rebecca, we got one more save for you, girl. Just bang this ball right here and leave the cue ball right there. Charlie wanted a smiley face, so I'm going to give him a little smiley face for the circle. You want to leave the cue ball in that circle and get the 8 ball.
That's a smiley face
up here. Kind of a smiley face.
Mr. Potato Head.
He said some happy little circles. That's a smiley face for you. Bobby Ross, he called me. How about that? That's funny. That's a good one.
Happy little circle.
Listen, Bob Ross was a freaking hero, man. That guy was.
I watched him every day.
Yeah, Sunday morning or Saturday morning. I
think he was on PBS Daily when I was watching him.
Nice shot, right, Rebecca? It worked out. But here's the birds. Birds from everything. Birds, he can make birds like
happy little trees.
Birds, happy trees.
Squirrel living in this happy little tree. Happy little mistakes. Squirrel living in his pocket.
All right, Rebecca left him in a little bit of a jam here. He doesn't have a pocket for this 9 ball unless he plays cross. He could try to thin it, and he's calling it. So he's going for the cross side shot. That's a pretty good shot right there. So check it out and see how he does.
Cross corner.
Oh, cross corner. All right. Rebecca's got one more safe in her. She's going to mouse this 8 ball right there, and she's going to leave the cue ball in the box. I'll bet you $5 she does that shot. I bet.
I don't want to bet.
I think if I know my daughter or not.
Oh, I'm just
we're about to find out.
I'm going to say, do you know your daughter that you taught how to play?
We're going to find out. We're going to find out. I guess I do, huh? Now you can write that down. Put that
I want to bet? No, I do not want to bet.
That's my girl. Good shot, Rebecca. Good shot, Rebecca. Good shot, Daddy. Nice pictures. Listen, I got too many nicknames as it is. I got Bobby Side Pocket, Bobby Boom. I can't have another Bob Ross. I can't have another one. All right, there's Teddy Zunge right there. Right there. Shooting the table next to him. Enjoying life. Everybody at Yale Blair is living their best life right now on a Friday night.
Oh, it sounds like a party going on out there.
Yeah, been jamming all night here.
I'm almost glad I got here at 1, but then I had to leave to get my son at 5, so I was worried I'd get a parking spot, but I got lucky. I think this is the first time I've ever parked in the front parking lot. There was actually nobody here.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jeremy says Becca did the same thing to him. That he kicked the 8 in. Well, there you go, man. Sometimes
that's all you could do.
That's what you got to do.
Oh, look at that. What a nice hit.
I don't think he called it in that corner, even if he did.
Yeah, I don't think he did either.
So he sold this out to Rebecca.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you just hit the red button and cursed her.
I'll give her 3. She's gonna make that. She's gonna make that's my girl.
She's got this.
She's confident and she's gonna just go forward. It's not a scratch. She's got a little bit of angle.
Is Alex even making her shoot,
Yeah. Actually, she might. I don't know if she's gonna stop this. Now, it's actually a little straighter than I thought. Gotta be careful not to
quarter tip and draw. It won't go anywhere.
Yeah, center ball. Center ball. Yes, they're playing BCA rules. Call shot here.
Yeah.
And there it is. Let's give her a boom. That's my baby girl. Becca Hilton, still alive here. She only needs to beat him 3-2. It doesn't seem that far apart.
They're playing call shot 8 ball. high-low, striped solids, whatever you want.
Yep, 8-ball. All BCA rules. Hear me, is Lucas playing in the juniors this Sunday?
I thought the Derby City kept going through.
I'm talking about his son, Lucas, for our juniors.
Oh,
No, Lucas, yeah, Lucas is going to be in the finals on Sunday. Are you kidding me?
let's hope.
Lucas is going to be in the finals.
You know what? I'm rooting for him. I'd love to see him playing pool on Sunday. I don't know if I want to get out of bed on Sunday morning, but I'll definitely, if he's that far along again, I would absolutely like to see it.
And Rebecca with the break, making a ball. So BCAs, it's wide open now. She can play anything she wants. Open shot after the break. Go to the overhead and see what she's looking at here. She really only has one shot, Brian. The pink 4-ball.
Yes, the pink
4-ball.
4-ball.
BCA rules aren't something I know, just handicap thing by rack. So basically the rules are you have to call the ball in the pocket. You make a ball in the break. It's wide open. So now Rebecca made a ball. So now she has low balls. So
The first legally potted after break shot is what you play.
correct. And the scratch on the 8-ball does not lose. You have to call the 8-ball just as well as I'm like she's calling this purple 5 in the side. I'm gonna try to cut this in nice and thinly, just like so. And she's got a nice little kiss there
Popped
to play
out the
this.
2.
Yeah. And draw this ball back here for the 1 or the 3. I like the 1 and then follow her up for the 3 and then the 7 and the 8. She might be going forward here. Get a little more angle than I thought. So those are the basic rules there. DCA rules.
Yeah, it's yeah. So she solids now because the first ball she pocketed was the 4-ball, the pink ball.
Yep.
So then the ball, yeah, first ball she legally pocketed, not on the break. She made the 6 on the break, I believe. So she just hit that a little tiny bit fat. I thought she'd be going for the 1 on that one.
No.
So then it's basically as soon as the balls are assigned, Alex has high balls. Rebecca has low balls, and then first to pocket the 8 legally is the winner.
All right, that's. I really wish he was coming, Jeremy. If he changes his mind, if he wants to come, let me know. I mean, I'll work with him like for half an hour early just to get acclimated to the rules. It's a good experience for him. All the kids that I know of that play, are about having a good time and learning the game. It's not as cutthroat as some big tournaments. Is more of a nice stroke there by.
I'm sure I'll still be betting hundreds of dollars on it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I know. So it's yeah. So if he's interested, let me know. But I understand that, appreciate it.
Yeah, Mark. It's not take what you make. It's first legally pocketed ball.
All right, Alex, looking pretty smooth here. Does he line up for this ball? 15. Yeah, he's got it.
He's got either one, I think.
Yeah, he should make the 15, then the 14, and then 12, and then the 8. Or he can stick
Or he
himself.
can just go ahead and stick himself a bit here. Oh, no, he's got the 14.
Does he? Yeah, he's the 12.
12, the purple.
Got to pull this.
That's a 13, damn it.
That's
It's
not.
the purple.
Oh. Oh, he stuck himself.
It's too bad.
Is it though?
Well, okay. From your point of view, I see where you're going with it.
I'm just kidding. No,
It's okay.
I'm trying to be biased.
It's
here.
okay.
It's tough. All right, he's calling it. He's calling us an aside, and
So 2 rail kick in the side?
is he playing the 8-ball? Has he forgot he has this ball?
No.
Yes, he is. He's playing the 8-ball.
He's going past the 8-ball. He's kicking 2 rails.
All right, whatever. How's he making the side with the 7-ball there?
I don't know.
All right. So, Rebecca, how does she want to play this? That's the $1 million question.
Ball in hand, 3 on the table, plus the 8-ball.
I think you play the 1 here with follow. Or you just this. I mean, it's all about comfortable. How
I
big it
start with the
feels here.
7.
I just think getting away from the 8-ball that way. If he shoots that, which comes over here,
Well, I'm just saying, you start with a
you
7
can
on the
make this
side.
here, then his here, and that's there. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And again, she can make it in. So she's the both of us. I said the one, you said the 7. How about that? What do you think of that?
I'm just saying, start with a 7 because I get a feeling you can get a wonky angle on that 7 if you don't get right on it.
I know the problem. This is the tougher of the balls, and you want to get rid of the tougher ball when you have ball in hand. That's the way I think at it. But again, in playing that in the side is
I'm
not
just
that
thinking
easy.
probability.
Make sure she can make the 7. Can she make the 7 though? That's the $1 million question too.
I think the 7 goes.
7 goes. A pretty straight line. Here we go. Becca, ball in hand. 4 balls. to
Doing
go.
her own thing. Just
All right, so she's going to try to draw this 1 ball.
she got on it pretty straight.
She's going to try to pop it right about here. There's my happy circle for Charlie. She has a stroke for it, that's for sure. And to be honest with you, nice shot. She didn't really get the stroke. Her stroke has really improved a lot in the last couple of months. Just, and again, I don't feel her confidence in this match, Brian.
I think there's a little bit of table 8 sticking, living rent free right there in between her ears.
In this shot, she's got to be really careful not to make the 8 ball. I'm gonna play safe, but all right, that's tough.
Not the
shot.
worst. It's almost a 1 pocket shot. You put your own ball close to a pocket.
I know the 1 in the pocket where you said the 7. All right, that would have worked too. Like I said, there's more than one way to skin a cat with all these balls. That's for sure. I'll try to convince him. He's been super focused on snowboarding. That's pretty cool. But the kid's a good shot. Thanks for offering. All right, perfect.
A free half-hour lesson in pool school with Bobby Hilton is not an offer to be taken lightly.
Look at that shot by Alex, and
Left himself kind of tough and all the way
really
across the
tough,
table.
really tough in the tight box. And if he leaves Rebecca shot, she's gonna stick him. So he's got to make this or leave her really tough. He knows it too, because if he leaves her down here, she's gonna do that little tap thing, and so he's gonna try to leave her. I like this shot. He's gonna try to leave the 8 ball over here, closer to the pocket, so she can't stick him like that. Not easy.
8 rail bank up and down.
I mean, it's a pretty solid bank right here.
That's a Hollywood shot.
It's a pretty solid 1 railer. Oh, we got the foot in the air. Ballerina style. Yeah, and he's calling.
Called it.
He's making sure she acknowledges it, which is very important, by the way.
You can call it if you
I
don't.
was playing a tournament in Malden, Mass, a couple weekends ago, Rebecca and I, and he said he is going to not make it. And the guy called the 9 balls, and he made a crazy shot. I mean, so the 2's here, right? The 9's in the middle, and Rebecca and I are talking over here because we're partners, and they're over here. And he makes the 2 into 9. He makes it, and he starts to rack. I said, "Did you call that?" He said, "Yeah, I called." His partner said, "Yeah, I called it." I said, "Look, I'm going to let it slide this time." I says, "But you have to call it." I said, "You have to call it." He goes to me. He goes, "I'll call it better next time." I said, "No, you'll make sure we acknowledge it."
Exactly.
Not calling it better. You call as much.
Louder
you
is still not considered a call.
Yeah, you have to acknowledge your opponent.
Acknowledge.
It's like telling somebody you're on 2. You can't just say you're on 2. If they don't see you and acknowledge it, that's not counted as a win.
Yep.
So, needless to say,
Rules are rules.
all right, Rebecca, here we go. Here's your shot. He's going to bank the 7 ball here, and you're going to roll the cue ball right over here. You actually want to roll it even closer to the 8 balls. Good. Definitely my daughter, right? Definitely my daughter. No DNA retired.
There is
Required.
nothing required there.
No DNA required. All right. Just checking. But he can see this, I think. He can see a sliver of it. So he can have this bank.
He can
actually.
bank cross-side if he wants to, but he hasn't called it, as you were just saying.
Or maybe he called it and just nobody acknowledged
Nobody
it.
acknowledged it.
So did he call it? That's kind of like the tree thing.
He didn't call it.
Does a tree make a sound?
Oh, the follow. If a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it.
Did he
then
call it if
makes
nobody acknowledged it? I'll call it better next time. Just murmuring, please, sir.
I'd like to call it in the cornerback.
Yeah, it was. And I'm a nice guy. I don't, but like I said, it just irked
I'll let
me
it
the wrong
slide
way.
once.
Yeah, it just irked the wrong way. Just. All right, Rebecca's going to have a tough shot. She's got to make this with some pop here. Make this with some draw. Wouldn't draw right on it, though. It's going to move away from
I don't
the
like
able.
that. She's going to push it towards the short rail.
Yeah, and that's exactly what she did. So I want to talk to her about that shot later. She's got to go low left on that shot. But now she's got to make this with some follow here so she doesn't scratch.
Natural roll will carry her out of the cue or
Yep.
out of the side hole, too.
Yep.
She doesn't have to do any force follow, so just let it roll naturally. As long as it's not skidding, it'll be fine.
Thank you guys for staying tuned with us. This is actually a long match going on right here.
No, it's not the long match. The long match was the 15 race.
I don't know. This is pretty close to that one already, Brent. It's 11:15.
Yeah, but we didn't.
I think they started at 8:30 or 9. Maybe 9.
Did they start? No,
9, maybe
not even
9.
close. It had to be at least 9.
Oh, she misses. And she's going to leave him a pretty easy shot here.
Yeah, I think that was a tough shot.
Going to put him on the hill. Yeah, these tight boxes, they play tough. And if you don't get comfortable with them early, you miss them. So he's on the hill.
Got a hill game.
8-3. And they could have played on table 4 and just waited for Jack, but it was just going way too long.
Well, you know for a fact that if they waited, they would have been playing until about 12:15, 12:30.
Easy, yeah, for sure.
All right, another nice solid break. Cue ball under control. Ball's flying everywhere. 2 down.
And has a shot for high or low, so he has his choice here.
It's a really solid break. I think he's going to go at that pink for 12 ball.
There's only 5 balls left, so if he makes this, we got to make 4 now. He's got to get some sauce to get back to this 9 ball. Didn't like it, a little too far.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it as a left-handed player. I got no problem playing that 14.
Yeah.
And instead,
Yeah. Now he's got
slid into the 1, kind of backed himself into the 9 ball. I think he's got no other choice.
Yeah, his treetop, though. This is definitely a tough shot here. Got to not hit the 1.
Low roll it and make the 11 next. Oh, he might go
Very
down to
nice.
the 14.
We got a chance to break and run here for a set.
Go out Hollywood style.
Looking like it.
Oh,
Oh.
he tried to slam it in the pocket, and that's
That's the old Brian Jinx right there.
yeah. I tried.
You only got to do that 4 more times.
I'm just
3
gonna
more
keep.
times.
I'm gonna keep talking him off the ball until Becca wins this shot.
Left-handers rule the universe.
Hell yeah!
You know, back in the day, they used to just, I think, killed all the left-handers because they thought they were witches. I think we're talking.
Did you know the word root of the word sinister is literally left-handed?
Really? See, that's what I'm talking about. Back in the day,
Sinister.
and I think my mom used to tell me back in the day, a long time ago, that when you were in school, they'd make you write righty. They considered you a little crazy.
They actually did when I was in 3rd grade or whatever. So by 1st, 2nd grade, something like that. They tried to they take the pencil out of my right hand or left hand,
Yeah.
and put it in my right hand.
Which of course wasn't working because it didn't feel right.
I couldn't.
and-
It still feels very awkward. I'm at this point. I'm ambidextrous because I bowl right-handed, I golf right-handed, I throw darts left-handed, I catch left-handed. It's just whichever one I pick up the initial skill set. But the fact is, I think for the most part, anything requiring power is my right hand. Anything requiring precision is my left.
Gotcha.
So it's just one of those things. That's why darts is left, bowling's right. Just seems to work out that way. But yeah, they would literally pull the pencil out of your left hand. Like, no, that's not how you hold it. Oh, she got a little thin and pulled it off the rail.
Just playing safe there, Brian.
No, she wasn't.
Playing safe there, Brian.
All right, so she was. Yes, boss.
Right. He's going to the air, folks. Look right into your living room. How about that in the air? He makes the hit. Fires everything around. Rebecca's got a tough out here. It's not an easy set of balls here. I mean, the 3's got a weird pocket. The 6 only has one pocket. The 1 is tough. 4-7 is weird. Got to work it out for her. I like starting with the 1 here though, which is not going to play it. Play kind of a base safety if she misses again. All right, that's going to go on the side. That doesn't count. If he got into my living room, I'd be impressed.
I'm going to shoot a ball over the pond. I don't know. The way Rob Pearson breaks, he might be able to do that.
Yeah, I know. He breaks powerful. I like the way Mike DeMarco calls him Zeus.
Zeus.
Because of his power. Just such a good name for the kid.
That's interesting. And not to go too far on a tangent, but Mark said it. I'm one of those weird people who are right-handed and play left-handed. That's actually a super trend in bowling right now. 90% of the population's right-handed, 10% or so is like left-handed. I think that's the rough statistic.
All right, it's coming into your living room again. Coming in hot, actually.
There it is. But the funny part is now realize that there's only a finite supply of oil in every bowling alley. So if everybody's playing on the right side, the people who are throwing left-handed have more consistent oil. So they're switching hands just to have the better oil.
Makes sense. A lot of left-handers are, and right-handers have ambidextrous too, but yeah, a lot of left-handers do a little bit of both,
Yep.
And how about this?
I like that because when you got 6 on the table and your opponent has 1, all you got to do is mess with them.
And that's hard right there.
You just keep sticking them until you find your out.
Me too. I'd rather be in this spot any day of the week.
I'd take high balls or low balls, yeah.
Definitely.
Because he plays right into your defense. If you can get him to give you ball in hand, you can make an out of those balls. That's all you're trying to do right now. Sneak a ball in hand out.
Unless you do something like that. Almost made it. But again, Rebecca's going to safety again now.
Yeah, she's gonna. What incentive does she have to clean out here? Just poke the 2 to the rail. Leave the 11 in traffic.
How much did Bailey win earlier? 1,000 smackaroos.
I think the question is how much did he win by?
Oh, he won by.
It was
by 3 games.
Was it 15-12 or 15-11? I want to say 12.
I think it was 12. Yeah. Hey, Rebecca left him something, but not wow. Let's check the overhead. No, I don't know.
Well, that 5's dead nuts in the middle. He's got to go rail first.
I think it was 15-12, Jeremy. He's going to the air again.
Is he going up?
Hey, coming into your
folks. I like the kick for this one better.
Oh.
And that's why Rebecca just got ball in hand.
Now she has a good chance to run the rack.
Well, it's getting worse because these balls are getting jammed pretty good.
I like this. You can play the 6. Drop back,
he
play
tried
the
to drop
5.
the cue in the corner, just like he's like, oh, you got hooked.
Got all these balls right here. Start with the 6, then you make the.
You got to start with either the 5 or 6, and then you can work your way up the table.
Yeah, and then you go with the 2. 7's going to be a little bit of an issue, but this should be all right. No 3 foul and 8 ball, only a 9 ball. Good question. Pull this ball back. Maybe
switch to the 5 ball,
now.
I think.
Yeah, she looked at the angle and didn't like it. Nothing wrong with that. A little too much.
I'll say she got a little bit low on that one.
Yeah, she's gonna have to play the 1 now.
I like playing the 1 because if you miss, 11's still locked up behind the 3.
Yep. She's gonna be
She could
everywhere.
roll forward on the 6 a little bit if she wants to.
Look at that force. Got the 7 ball now, actually. 7, 3, 2, 1. 8. Trifecta box. Play highlight. Any highlight players out there?
So let's see. If 7 wins and then 2 loses and then 3.
Yeah. Oh, Rebecca.
Then I'm in.
Oh, Rebecca, look at this.
I hope it stays.
It's going to stay.
That makes the 11 a little bit harder to make.
A little.
You can play it with natural roll and it'll still roll in the pocket. Problem is, then if he rolls it with natural roll,
He's going cross corner.
going cross corner. That's interesting.
Cross corner. Wow. So there's a big game going on Mega Billiards. If any fans out there want to leave after our match, Reyes Gomez versus the millionaire Carl Baum for 50. Race to 50. I don't know. He's probably spotting him a lot for 60,000 in the middle.
All right, this is versus call for 50 or 60K. They just don't know the exact wager.
Okay. All right. I think
They're not running 50 games, Bobby.
So
Nobody does that.
race to 50. Yeah, for 60 grand, you might as well.
Hell no.
What do you mean? It's making a 2-day event?
The only time you see a race to 50 is if you're spotting 49.
No. They do a lot of 2 and 3 day events. A lot of 2 and 3 day events. They do that. Oh, Rebecca just overpowering now.
She's letting go of the cue a little bit.
Now she's going to play another safe. And again, she's not feeling comfortable with her stroke. I don't know if it's because of the table or just. So now she's going to play that 1 into the rail and leave it right behind the 1 ball.
She's pointed. Oh, how deep is she?
Yeah, she's paying the point getter.
That's what I'm worried about.
Still play the 3 ball.
Oh, the 1 cross side, so it looks like she thinks she's got a good look at it.
Safety here, but kills it.
Lucky.
That's not
Not
terrible.
great. Not great.
So I'll give you guys a quick update for Derby City Classic. Joshua Filler wins the 10-ball Bigfoot. Joshua Filler wins the bank pool. And Federer's wins the 1 pocket.
9 ball in progress.
So that's 2 23-year-olds or 22-year-olds winning everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a fantastic shot. And that's going to be a good shot to call it a night. Let's look at the replay. He fired that ball in with confidence, and on table 8, that's no joke to make that ball. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. And I'll probably have something more tomorrow from Derby City. This is Diet Bobby and Diet Bryant saying, have a good night, guys.
Yes, indeed.
Boom. We want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors here on the Shark Stream. You have Connecticut APA, Sigma Wear, Agency One Group, Jacoby Custom Cues, Women in Pool, Mabel's Tables at Michael's Deli, NM Billiard Sales and Service, 11 Hall Avenue, Wallingford, Connecticut, KM Maintenance, JT's Pool Cue Repair, Salotto app, Mark Anthony Home Improvements,